Hi, I'm Liz Holliday, and I'm here at Lakeland Live with Nate Fleming, who actually taught me improv through Swan City Improv, and I couldn't pass up a chance to play some improv games with him. I'd love to know, like, where you grew up and then how you got to Lakeland if it wasn't in Lakeland.
Okay, so born and raised in Central Virginia, just outside of Richmond. Moved to Lakeland to go to Southeastern University. Then I moved to Los Angeles to finish off school. Then I moved back to Lakeland for a little bit to work for Victory. Then I moved to Ecuador to work for a TV station there. Then I moved to Chicago to pursue my dreams of becoming a comedian. And that worked out so well that I moved back to Lakeland again. And that's kind of the path of how I got to where I am today. So I've been here going on 3 years this November now.
Okay. 3 years in this most recent.
In this most recent iteration.
Yeah.
It's a 10-year span of like leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back. So before I moved to Chicago, I was living in Lakeland and had taught middle schoolers at Rochelle School of the Arts how to play improv for a thespian competition. Then I moved to Chicago, and about 7 to 8 months into me being there, the theater instructor reached out and said, "Hey, we'd like to do a fundraiser show. Would you mind coming down and doing a show with the kids you taught?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." And then I heard about Lakeland Live had just opened up, asked if I could do a show there. So I did one for April Fool's 2017. I did a show with the middle schoolers, and the night after I got a bunch of friends together to do a show here in Lakeland Live, April 1st of 2017. And that's when we did our first Swan City show, and we sold out the space. It was standing room only. We were asked to come back again, so we kept doing monthly shows, eventually became a First Friday. And after about a year and a half of me doing the shows with Swan City, I left Chicago to come down here and manage Swan City full time, open up classes and start teaching people. And that's where we met, where you took the first level of classes for Swan City.
What were you doing in Chicago with improv?
In Chicago, I was learning how to use improv for sketch comedy at Second City, and I was also training with people at the Improv Olympic Theater, which is IO, at the Annoyance Theater. I was just putting up shows, being a part of small improv teams, learning as much as I could, but more importantly, playing as much as I could. I also ended up joining Comedy Sports for a little bit too, so that is where I started 15 years ago in improv, was Comedy Sports. So I've been doing the improv game for 15 years, which is over half my life at this point.
What would you say the benefits of improv are?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think improv helps you think quicker. I don't think it helps you think quicker. I think it gets rid of your inhibition to stop yourself from your first thought quicker. It helps you accept failure a lot faster, because the list of things I've done that have failed is a large list, but none of that has gotten in the way of what I want to do. And interestingly enough, improv at its core, when it was first created in the 1930s in Chicago, was just for immigrant school children to be able to communicate better. So just at what it originally was created for, it's just to help people communicate better. And then on a personal level, it helps you communicate within your own mind of, hey, I don't have to worry about this, I don't have to think about this too much. I can just go with my first gut instinct. If it doesn't work, switch it, go with the next gut instinct. So improv just kind of helps bring you back to being a kid again.
What do you love about the Lakeland community?
Yeah, Lakeland loves to passionately champion things from Lakeland, which is super fun. Like an improv show here, we were getting regularly like 200 people to come out and see a show. Whereas in Chicago, you do an improv show, you get 6 and you're like, oh, we're breaking records here, people. So like Lakeland really passionately gets behind things that they love. All the new restaurants that are opening up, the new food that's coming out, the different experiences that are coming. I mean, Bonnet Springs Park, there's so much coming to Lakeland that's kind of increasing the amount of things for you to do. And the other thing I super love is that when you go out, you always run into someone you know. And I'm just a very sociable, talkative person, so I love just seeing all these people that I know just out eating at Black and Brew or walking through Munn Park, or on my way home, they'll honk at me as they pass by. So that, I just super love the feeling of being connected in a community.